Okay, so eating waffles with my little wolfling this morning for breakfast, and I noticed something interesting. Now, I've noticed it on and off. It's not like this is new or anything. It's just that it's becoming more and more pronounced. It's happening more and more. Okay, so let's go to the very basic. Food. Okay? A lot of food is processed. Now, the reason and how it's processed is in the basic form. Okay, say instance, canned vegetables. They have been boiled intensely to sanitize it. It also helps seal the can. You know, just like jarring. You know, to jar stuff properly, you have to boil the croutons out of it in a special pressure cooker thingy in order for it to seal properly. So, you know, that is called processing. You have processed that food. By cutting it up, it is being processed. By heating it up to sanitize it, and then sealing it up like that is processing. There's different forms of processing, all different kinds and whatnot. There's the very basic, which is cutting. That is a form of process. You are processing something. When you put it in your mouth, even if it's whole right off the vine outside, guess what? As you chew, you are processing it. As your body breaks it apart, you are processing it. So processing is a very wide term. It is a huge umbrella term. Just like the word organic is a large umbrella term. Which is something a lot of you may not know. And for a fact, I know most people don't know it. But the word organic, according to the FDA, has no official definition. So even though that apple is genetically modified because, did you know that there are no actual real apples in the world? They have been genetically created and genetically modified based off of what people think apples were like a long time ago. There's actually a lot of fruit that's like that. Bananas, what you see in the store, those aren't bananas. Those are genetically modified, processed things that somewhat resemble a banana, I guess. And then everybody at this point needs to know, or should know, or knows that they're slightly radioactive. Not enough to hurt people, but somebody like me, they actually make me very, very sick. Most people would never know. You know, most people eat bananas and banana chips and stuff without realizing it's a very minute radiation. You would have to eat millions of pounds of bananas in one instant at one time, just about millions of pounds worth, to actually have it affect you in a bad way. Like, it would take a lot. Just like with dogs and chocolate, you know. Some dogs, they eat a bite of chocolate and they get sick. That's not because they're a dog. That's because they themselves, as an individual, cannot have it. On average, most dogs can eat a couple 100 pounds of chocolate before they start to feel sick, but guess what? So will you. You eat a couple 100 pounds, like hundreds of pounds of chocolate, you're gonna get sick. I don't care who the hell you are. You can say whatever the fuck you want. It's not possible. That is a lot of sugar. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna have a massive headache. It's just, you know, your body's gonna get torn apart by it. So, you know, the fact that that's a dog doesn't mean the dog is any special or less special than a human on that. You know? So, you know, just like each person is individual, each dog is individual, okay? Yeah. That person's dog over there might be allergic to chocolate, and one piece of chocolate will cause them to freaking explode, you know? But our dog is one of the millions that could eat hundreds of pounds of chocolate and will only get sick because that's a lot of sugar. Not because there's, you know, it's the sugar, which is going to affect you. Which, one piece of chocolate, I hate chocolate. it tastes disgusting. But I eat one piece of chocolate, I'm probably going to end up in the hospital anyway from high blood sugar numbers because there's too much sugar in my blood. But that's because of my disease. Yada yada, on and on. Let's continue. Back to the whole organic thing. The other way they get away with calling, genetically modified things organic is, it came out of the ground. Doesn't mean it's real. Like limes. Limes don't technically exist. Apples don't technically exist. The bananas you can buy in the store, they don't actually exist. It's all genetically modified. The oranges you get in the store, those don't exist in reality, in the wild. Those aren't real. They've been genetically modified. They're all fake. They are fake. To a point. See, they've also been pumped with vitamins and minerals and stuff that the natural stuff out in the wild, the real stuff you could actually go find, don't actually have. There's a lot of stuff humans can't eat. They're not supposed to eat because they're not inedible. Corn, inedible. We're not supposed to eat it. It's not a food. Same with wheat. It's not a food. We're not supposed to eat it. That's why some people like me get super massively sick. Other people have evolved to be able to eat it. So some people can eat wheat all day long and they're perfectly fine. Some people can eat corn all day long and they're perfectly fine. Wheat in particular actually has finally, I already knew it forever a long time ago, but finally people are just now starting to figure out that wheat is actually such an inedible that it's collecting in people's intestines and causing intestinal cancer, and it's eating through them. It's literally eating a hole inside of them. Some people it gets into their stomach because your body can't process it. You literally shit all of it back out. Your body does not take it and break it down and use it. Your body dispels it. It gets rid of all of it. You're literally sawdust. Sawdust has more nutrients and minerals that your body can absorb than like wheat and corn. Now the canned corn, generally they add a bunch of extra shit to it. Most canned stuff, yes, boiling stuff does make it does boil away some of the chemicals and nutrients and stuff, but that's if they strain it. As long as they can it in the water stuff that they boiled it in, which they usually do, all the minerals and stuff are in the water. It's good to, cook it in the water, suck the water down with it, whatever. So there's that. They usually add extra, just like with milk and stuff. Milk doesn't actually have a whole lot of calcium in it. That's been a lie forever. Which everybody's starting to finally figure it out now. Like, oh yeah, we're not supposed to drink it. Duh. Who's the idiot who first started drinking it? Like, of course we're not supposed to drink it. Yeah. So, there's a lot of stuff in the average, everyday, modern day humans diet that we're not supposed to eat. It's non-edible, non-processable. Your body can't absorb shit out of it. Now, you could drink milk all day long. Some people do have the ability, very, very few people, like a minute amount of people in the entire world can take, like cow milk, for instance. And in particular, cow milk or goat milk, any animal milk, and actually absorb enough of the nutrients and crap out of it to survive. Very minute, small, tiny amount. Chances are, you watching right now, you are not one of those people. That's how minute. The chances of you watching right now being able to do that are very slim. Chances are, however, you're not going to get sick off of it. Some of you, a lot of people are lactose intolerant. I am not lactose intolerant, thankfully. Unfortunately, things such as milk, I will throw back up. My body completely rejects it. It knows I can't get anything out of it, and it rejects it. Same with water. I can't drink water because every time I do, I throw it back up. My body knows it's useless, and it sucks. It sucks. I hate it. But a lot of people, like my husband, can drink milk all day long. He can suck that stuff down like it's air, and doesn't affect him at all. You know, it doesn't strengthen your bones. Another lie by, you know, marketing media crap, which everybody has been starting to finally figure that out. Matter of fact, sucking down a lot of milk as a kid can actually cause you problems later in life. It has been linked to like osteoporosis and whatever all those other ones are that make your bones brittle and crickle and crack and break. Big calcium deficiencies because milk does not have a lot of calcium in it. You are more likely to get calcium from other crap. A lot of other crap. Usually vegetables are pretty high in it. Now, they do add a lot of vitamins, minerals, and calcium to milk and stuff, but it doesn't mean your body can absorb it. See, that's the thing. That is the key here. What can your body absorb? Everyone is different. Some people could absorb all of it out of it. That's stupid rare. Like, that is so rare. I don't even know if that's actually possible. That's how rare it is. But let me tell you, nothing is impossible. I'm sure there's somebody out there in this world who lived or lives that can absorb all the nutrients and minerals out of a glass of milk. Now, reality. The vast majority, you, me, we cannot. We can't. It's not possible. My body can't absorb any of it. Matter of fact, I actually waste a lot of nutrients and minerals and whatever by puking. I dehydrate myself. I hurt myself trying to drink such things like water and milk because I throw it back up. So not only did I waste, you know, not absorb what I tried to drink, but now I've just wasted what I had drank. So, yeah. And then it actually takes effort to puke. Like, it's not just a, you know, oh, there we go, I puked. No, it's like really tough on the body. It tenses it up. It hurts the muscles. The brain actually hurts when you puke. If you've ever puked, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is painful. There's nothing that's fun about it. Being a diabetic, you know, with my disease and stuff and how severe it is, I've puked a lot. A lot. So, yeah. But back to what I was going to get at. You know what? I think I'm going to stop this here and I'm just going to do a whole nother video because this is really, really interesting. It's about factories. So go watch the next one. I'm going to upload it next. Hang on. It's interesting.